I mean, there's a big difference between what we want and what we're gonna get. I mean, we would love to see really the best face the best at all times, and but even simply a simple case where it just never happened, and it would have been probably one of the biggest fights of pay-per-view would have been Pacquiao versus Mayweather. And then they let that one slip away. Will it happen? It might. Before they both decide, what, we're about to call it, let's have that mega fight. But is it what it would have been a couple years ago? Oh my God. Everybody on this planet would have wanted to see that fight. It didn't happen. That just shows us there's fights that may not happen, and this is a fight that may not happen. Would I love to see Mayweather go and take on Triple G? Mayweather, being called the pound per pound best in the world. Nobody could touch him, and he's a great fighter. But would you be willing to go at a catch weight against a Triple G? And really show the world, look, it doesn't matter, Canelo, Triple G, Triple P, it doesn't matter. I'm the best. Will he cement his legacy with such fights?
Absolutely not. Mayweather, is already on the downside of his career. He has 2 fights left in the Showtime contract. He's about to fight Maidana for a rematch, which a lot of people are not very excited about. And after that, there's already talks of Khan. There's already talks of maybe Sean Porter. There's always a Pacquiao one. But to be honest with you, even if he did fight Pacquiao, that's a much safer fight than Triple G. I mean, let's be real. Pacquiao and Mayweather are both on their way down. So would it be a big fight? Sure, people would tune into it, but would Mayweather risk it and say, you know what, I'm gonna push Pacquiao to the side and go against Triple G? He wouldn't do that. It's too much of a risk. He has too much to lose, and really at the end of the day, he's thinking to himself, what do I have to prove anymore? I'm 46-0, maybe 47-0 after this Maidana rematch. I want to finish my career dominant, one of the best in the world. So why risk it at your second to the last fight, if not your last fight, to go up against the best in the world and literally be taking a risk of being knocked out? I don't see Mayweather doing it. Now when you talk about Canelo, it's a little different than Mayweather Pacquiao back in the day. Back in the day, you had the Cold War between Top Rank and Golden Boy. They couldn't get along. This isn't really the case with Triple G and Canelo, because Triple G isn't with Top Rank. They're with a promoter, Tom Loeffler, that I'm sure he'd be more than happy to work with Golden Boy and make this fight happen. However, is it really in the best interest for Golden Boy to give Canelo this fight and the fans this fight? So it's very different, because this represents the future of Mayweather, not Mayweather, of Canelo and Golden Boy. And with the separation of Richard Schaefer now, and we don't know what he's up to. I mean, many people are saying that he's going to come back and join the Mayweather team. That has huge risks for Golden Boy, because if that happens, Mayweather can all of a sudden say, you know what, I don't want to do any more fights with Golden Boy. I'm going to go over here and work with someone else, another promoter. And now Golden Boy is left with only Canelo, because that's their only star. So why would you feed your star to someone like Triple G, have him get knocked out, and now guess what? All of a sudden, your immortal fighter became human, got knocked out, and now everybody's just looking at him as a regular fighter. You lose millions of dollars. It's not to the best interest of Golden Boy.
Well, as we know, Mayweather's going to be facing Maidana again. I think that's an easy fight for Mayweather. I don't see Maidana. I mean, in the first fight, I didn't see Maidana having any real, posing any danger to Mayweather. I said, and now that Mayweather's fought with him and been in the ring with him once, I honestly think he's going to break him down. It's not going to be a problem. Mayweather himself said that Canelo hits harder than Maidana. So what's the threat? What's the threat for Maidana? What's his threat? I don't see any threat. I think this is going to be an easy victory for Mayweather. Mayweather is that good, but the only thing left for Mayweather is not even Pacquiao. Does he go against the Triple G, against G-Force, against the best out there? Do you do that? Do you, like you said, do you risk your legacy, at this stage of his career? Canelo, he's young. Does he risk his future, over a fight against a killer like Triple G? You know what I mean? So one is it's being said he's on his way out. The other one, he's embarking on his career. He's new in the pro ranks. He's young because he's young. He's 20. He's going to turn 24. So is the safest thing. Let's just go and fight other guys that we know, we can most likely beat and be safe, or do we risk it and gamble? Obviously, us as fans, we want to see the juicier, the meatier fight, the one with the biggest risk. We want to see, who's really got the goods. We shall see.
Yeah, and just to close it out here, I don't. The reason I believe Mayweather's taking this fight with Maidana, really, to tell you the truth, we all know Mayweather can beat Maidana. And now, don't get me wrong, Maidana's a great fighter, great puncher, but he doesn't have the gifts that Mayweather has in the ring. That's the truth. Mayweather's fast. Mayweather's the best defensive fighter, one of the best, if not the best of all time. And really, what I'm thinking with Mayweather is that he just didn't like the fact that people really believe that Maidana beat him last fight. He felt that, I really believe Mayweather was trying to give the fans a fight that they wanted to see. And in the process of doing that, he kind of let Maidana kind of get in there a little bit. Maybe the fans thought they saw a different fight. So this is pretty much just Mayweather saying, you know what? No, he's not at my level. And, this fight, I'm going to prove it to you that he's not at my level. And really, it's just to show people that he's not that good. It really has nothing to do with the fact that he wants revenge. It has nothing to do with the fact that, he doesn't think he beat him. He just wants to show him up. He wants to show Maidana, look, you think you're that good? But come September 13th, I'm going to make a fool out of you. That's really, at the end of the day, why he's doing this fight.
Yeah, he's gonna get taken to school by Mayweather. That's the bottom line. Now Maidana's gonna see speed, and God forbid if Mayweather just says, you know what, I'm gonna start throwing two, 3 shots at you, at a time and pummel you, and really hurt him. Mayweather is that good, So it's like Maidana just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And I can't even believe he got this rematch. He's lucky. He should pray to his lucky stars that he got this opportunity. In that sense, boxing is great because you're giving somebody like a Maidana a chance. But really, realistically, are we going to see an incredible fight? Is it something that we all were asking for? We wanted. We couldn't. No, not at all. It's not that type of fight. But unfortunately, it's going to happen. But I'll be glad to see Mayweather in action again. But other than that, am I really interested in it? Not really.
Well, it falls perfectly into Golden Boy's hands. Think about it. You have Mayweather beating Maidana in September. Then you have the big Canelo Cotto fight that they're talking about in November. Let's say Canelo beats Cotto in November. What does that set up for me? The rematch that Golden Boy is praying for, Mayweather versus Canelo rematch. Because why? The money. And guess what? That's going to be second to last fight for Mayweather. He's on his way out. Golden Boy needs Canelo to have that big fight because they don't have another star. And they need Mayweather because Mayweather at any moment could leave Golden Boy. So that's what Golden Boy wants right there. They want that rematch. They want to make sure they get that fight with Mayweather before he exits for good, and Canelo becomes the next star. That's the plan. And it's a very smart business plan if you ask me. But for the fans, it's not, because we already saw Canelo get dominated. Now, will it be a different fight?
That's what I was going to say. Do you see anything happening different between Mayweather and Canelo?
Of course not.
The bottom line is Canelo's not fast.
Of course not.
He's too slow. And Mayweather happens to be probably the fastest, most defensive human being out there. And he took you to school the first time. What's going to change the second time? Canelo's not going to all of a sudden grow wings. It's going to be the same Canelo. He's slow. That's just something, I don't think something that you can teach is quickness, is speed. You know what I mean? You either have it or you don't. So what's gonna change in that one? Really, all that's gonna happen is they're gonna create a what if, and look, he beat Cotto and he beat this guy, and but Mayweather's a whole different entity. He's just a whole different channel. You know what I mean? You enter the world of Mayweather and you're going to get hurt if you don't know what you're doing. The only thing that could change is if somehow from here to then Canelo suddenly went and bought speed, or somehow he got a loan, somebody loaned him speed, or if speed came into it, then we have a ball game. But without that, same thing's going to happen again. And this time it'll probably be worse if Mayweather gets upset and gets mad and decides, you know what, I'm going to take this guy out.